Project with High Desert Man, and it is almost midnight, and I am out in the lab. I've been working for 4 solid days out here on our new smoke chest, and it's done. It's ready to go. It's on the website. So, what is the smoke chest? Well, let's back up to last year when we released the smoke chest kit. The smoke chest kit was simply a system of inserts that you could put into an empty cigar box designed around Toro sized, and more specifically the Camacho Toro sized boxes, although I've found many boxes that they fit in. It came out of two things really. One was me looking at the Camacho Toro boxes, the Camacho boxes in general. Looking at those boxes and always thinking, man, they're really nice boxes. They use a really nice lacquer, good hardware on them, and I got to thinking there's got to be some use for empty cigar boxes that goes back into cigars, because most of what you see online takes an empty cigar box and uses it to make a guitar, or uses it to make a catch-all, or something that has nothing to do with cigars. And I came up with the idea for the smoke chest kit. So like I said, it's just some inserts. They're just wooden inserts that are CNC routed. It's cherry wood, domestic cherry wood, and then 1/4-inch cork. And the idea was that you could take these, you could make them your own, you could do whatever you wanted with them, put them in a box, and then you have a place to store your ash, an ashtray, a cigar rest, a pocket for your accessories, your lighter, your cutter, so on and so forth, and then a beverage rest. And here's where the second problem I was trying to solve. You go to a buddy's house, or a friend comes over, or whatever, you guys are smoking, and everything ends up kind of sprawled out across the table. You got your drink over here, you got a lighter over there, or your friend borrows your lighter and he sets it down over next to him, whatever, and everything ends up kind of sprawled. And I wanted something that would just keep everything contained. All your stuff is right there, and it organizes it, so it's a man cave organizer. And so that's been out for a year. We've been selling them. We still have plenty of, well, not plenty. I think we only have about 17 left of the smoke chest kits. And like I said, if you have your own box, this is a Camacho shellback box that I've had for a couple years now. And what I did was I took a kit and I kind of customized it. I put epoxy in the bottom of the ashtray. I put some Camacho labels on the accessory side, and just to kind of make it my own. And this is an example of what you can do. Kevin over at Cigar Prop has also purchased one from me, and he did his own little thing and really made kind of a cool smoke chest kit. That's what we've been selling now for a while. And the number one, I wouldn't necessarily say a request, but comment that I got over and over again from people was that does it come in a High Desert Man branded box, or does it come in do we have our own box with it? For what we did for a long time was we were selling the kit by itself. For a while, as long as I had stock, we were selling boxes that I had picked up at cigar shops and stuff. You can usually pick these boxes up for $3 or $4 or something. Several times I thought this project was not going to complete. I thought it was gonna just I thought I was gonna have to give up on it, because this has been one of the hardest projects I've ever had to work on. We now have the smoke chest, and the smoke chest is a full turnkey solution, if you will. It's a High Desert Man branded box, and I've been showing this on social media quite a bit. There's our logo on the front with a couple tobacco leaves. Says smoke chest on the front, High Desert Man on both sides, and then it's got our little cactus and agave plant on the back. our desert theming. And then when you open it up, by the way, check out those hinges. Those hinges are wooden hinges. So the whole box is laser cut, and then I assemble the boxes myself. So when you open it, there's the new smoke chest inserts. Now what's different between these inserts and the original ones? In general, I found that the height was pretty common among boxes, especially among Toro cigars. And you know, I think over the past year or so, I found 12 or 15 different manufacturers' boxes that the kit fits in nicely. But in order to make the kit fit in those boxes depth-wise, we had a step where we had to plane the wood because the wood for the ashtray starts off as a 2-inch thick piece of wood. Actually, it's just under 2 inches. And so we would plane it down. Well, if I make my own box, I can control the depth. We no longer have to do that planing step. So we got rid of that step, which was that was probably one of the more labor intensive parts for my wood guy to do. We got rid of that. I started ordering larger quantities, and we got into a place where he said he could continue to do them at the same price that I was already paying. So the new inserts are deeper, quite a bit deeper, in fact. So you get a lot more ashtray. There's there's a good, I don't know, at least a 1/4 inch more depth. More importantly, one of the issues with the existing kit is that if you had a bulky cutter and a bulky lighter, a good example is the Colibri SV, the double cut, guillotine and V cut on one side, and then just about any other lighter, and you have the original kit in a box with a flat top and stuff like this. What happens is you don't have enough room for the lid to close all the way. And with bulkier lighters, bulkier cutters, if they're both in there, the lid would usually just hang open a little bit like this or something. Not a big deal, but you know, something that people would notice and it would bother them. So now, since it's deeper, we can accommodate more stuff and bigger lighters and cutters over on the accessory side. So that's really about it. The overall dimensions, aside from the height, is exactly the same as the original kit. And really all we did was we created a box. The box is made in America. Everything is made in America. And all the finishing work is done by me, guys, and it's a lot of work. The new box is on the website, and it's ready to go, guys. I've got, let's see, I've put together, I think, about 28 boxes so far. I bought enough to put together 100, so I've got a lot more work to do, but it's time to start selling them. Now, what I want from you guys is comments down below telling me whether you would like the whole box, the whole smoke chest, in unassembled fashion. In other words, I just send you all the pieces, you put it together yourself. It's not going to save you that much money because my margin, my labor going into this is kind of free. I don't have a huge margin on these. Because we do free shipping on the High Desert Man website. Anything over $35 is free shipping. I work my shipping into this, but still, you know, I got to keep my margin where I can. So you're not going to save a ton, but if you get them, if you decide to get it, then you'll get the inserts just unstained. They've been sanded because I've already gone through and sanded all of them. You'll get the piece of cork, and then you'll get the box pieces. And guys, it is really easy to put together. It's not difficult at all. I can make a video with instructions on how to do it. So Kevin, I already know you want one like that, but I wanted to find out from anyone else that really the idea, the reason why these are sort of halfway finished, if you will, is because I want people to take these and make them their own. You know, stain it however you want to stain it. I do stain the inside inserts, but you could still you could stain them darker if you wanted. You could sand them down if you wanted and change the color. But the reason why is just to add some contrast and to add a little bit of finish to it. But other than that, I don't do anything else to the wood. I don't treat the wood. Now, speaking of the wood, you don't, obviously, the box itself is made out of Baltic birch, which is, it's kind of like pine. It's a fairly soft wood, so you don't want to leave this thing outside, especially if you don't treat it. If you treat it with a clear coat or at least a good beeswax wood conditioner, polish, something like that, you will get years and years of use out of this. They will discolor or over time the color will darken just naturally because of the air, because of your fingers handling them, whatever. If you guys would like to get the kits unassembled, then leave comments down below and I will offer a variation on my website to order it unassembled. Now, one thing I will say is if you order them unassembled, you want to be careful about like if you decide to paint, use some kind of paint. Stain is not really much of a problem because stain goes into the wood and you don't really add any surface area to the product. But if you use paint, you're going to fill these all these puzzle pieces in with just enough thickness that the thing won't go back together properly. So you got to keep that in mind. You want to make sure, because all these pieces fit, you know, not extremely tight, but they're very snug. They're puzzle pieces, and you just put them together there, nice and easy. They look really cool when they're all together and when it's been glued and stuff. And that's it, guys. The new smoke chest is out, and it is meant to be your ultimate man cave organizer for smoking cigars, smoking pipes, whatever you want. I hope everyone likes this product because I cannot tell you how many issues I went through trying to bring this product to you guys. It's just been, I mean, realistically, I thought I was going to have this done and already be sold out 3 months ago. But I'm very happy with how this came out. Very, very happy. It's solid. It's nice and heavy. And it's just a cool kit. Oh, one thing I wanted to address, because I have had a few comments over the past year from different people. On the one I showed you that I customized, I put epoxy in the bottom of the thing. I just did that purely for looks and to see what it would do, how epoxy would hold up to the heat and stuff. It wasn't necessary. I've had some comments from people saying that if you put, you know, your cigar butts in here, they're going to burn the bottom of the box and stain it and all this stuff. Guys, it doesn't happen. I mean, because you're putting ash in there, naturally it gets a little dingy and kind of grayed from the ash. So you don't have anything to worry about with the boxes, with you know, burning them, anything with your cigar. All right, guys, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you guys like this product, and go to highdesertman.com, drop down our I think it's our products menu, go under smoke accessories. The smoke chest is there. We still have the original smoke chest kit. If you want to get that and put your own, put it in your own box, you can do that. The dimensions are listed under there, so you can figure out whether it's going to fit in your box or not. And then, of course, this kit. And if you guys comment and say that you'd be interested in this completely unassembled, then I'll make a variation for that as well. All right, guys, until the next video, stay rugged.